everyone, I'm Jasmine Sidhu and I welcome you all to my English channel. Today I have come up with a really interesting topic, that is English communication skills. If I say speaking fluent English is not only the dream of children but also of adults, I won't be wrong. Many adults they grow up with the phobia that they cannot speak fluent English. They are not confident when they use this language. They have butterflies in their stomach. So today I'll give you very basic, simple, easy 4 hacks to communicate properly in English language. Believe me, it's not at all difficult. But you need to remember the law of paying the price. What I mean by this is that without putting efforts, you cannot count your success. There is no substitute for hard work. You need to understand one thing, that to acquire something, you need to invest time in that. Right? You need to train your mind first to acquire that particular skill. If your mind is ready, then the other faculties will fall into the place. And it's very simple. How badly you want something dictates how hard you'll work at it. So let's begin with our topic today. If you see at the topic English communication skills, English is a language. Communication skill, it's an art of speaking which allows you to understand and be understood by others. Language is never learned, it is acquired. If you want to acquire language, if you want to acquire communication skills, we should go in a natural way of learning things. And what is the natural way of learning things or learning a language? First, we should give ourselves ample exposure to listening, then speaking, then reading, and finally writing. That is your LSRW formula. But it is observed that somehow reading and writing skills are given more importance over the other two skills. Ideally, listening and speaking should take prominence over reading and writing when any language is being learned. The benefits of naturally acquiring language can be enhanced phenomenally when the opportunity to listen to and speak in the target language is accelerated. Now, I'll give you an example over here that when a child is born in a family, she picks up the mother tongue. It is not that the day the child is born, you have given him the books to read the alphabets, to join the alphabets and make a word, and that is how the child is picking up the mother tongue. No, how is that child picking up the mother tongue? She is listening to the sounds produced by the parents, the words used by the parents, the language used by the parent, and slowly the child grasps the language. Same is for our English language as well. We will follow the natural ways. First is listening. Give yourself ample opportunity to listen to English language. And let me tell you one thing over here very clearly, that there is a lot of difference between listening and hearing. Listening requires attention, meaning it's active, right? It is through mind. Hearing is passive. You can close your ears to sounds, so sounds will automatically enter and be heard, but you are not focused. You are not, directing your mind to grasp what you are hearing, right? But when you are listening, you are focused, you have a direction, because at the end you have a purpose to listen, right? So give ample exposure to yourself to listen to English language. It will give you an insight of the language. Now, how you could expose yourself to the English language? You can listen to the news channels, right? You can listen to the TED Talks. They are really motivating and they give you an insight of the language. Listen to the English songs, English movies, English cartoons. Listen to the podcasts, right? When you are listening, try to repeat what you are listening. If you love listening to English songs, listen and then speak, right? Try to sing those songs. You'll catch the English words, you will catch the pronunciation. And then there is online dictionary. whichever word you are not able to understand, you can check the meaning, you can check the pronunciation through this online dictionary, which is very, very handy. Rather, we have certain apps also where you can listen to your own recorded voice, like we have an English language labs, right? That is also an effective method of listening to English language, right? So when you are able to do active listening, then comes your second tip, that is speaking. If you want to speak English fluently, you need to make it an essential part of your everyday life. You need to use the language. I tell even to my students that till the time you won't use the language, you will not acquire this language. So don't be shy of using the language, don't be shy of making mistakes. Make ample mistakes, right? When you make mistakes, you learn from those mistakes. Find out native speakers. Native speaker, I am a native speaker, that's why you are able to understand my English language. Similarly, look for your friends, for your relatives who can, converse with you in English language. It will give you confidence. And if you are lucky enough to have somebody in your family or some friend to correct you, that is wonderful. Then have an abstract audience. If there is nobody around you to converse with you, just imagine some audience, right? Stand in front of the mirror and speak. Speak as much as you can. And another tip is that record your sound. And then when you have recorded while you are speaking, then listen to it again and have the critical analysis of the words which you have used in your speech. You'll come to know what is the tone, what is the voice modulation you have been using. You will learn paralinguistic attributes also, like voice quality, volume and tone, articulation, pronunciation, right? And then you can practice on intonation and voice modulation, which is very vital for a good communication skill. And one more option I can tell you, that is exercise with workout videos. What I mean over here is that when you are exercising, switch on the English coach training sessions, and what they are speaking, how they are making you do the exercises. Practice, speak the same words what they are speaking, and repeat and listen to your own sound. This will also give you exposure to pick up the language, to construct the sentences. Then the third part comes reading. Reading silently can help train your mind in the English language. However, reading out loud will train your tongue to speak English properly. Just as I told you, stand in front of the mirror, speak aloud, and if possible, record your voice and then again listen to your own voice so that you can analyze what mistakes you are making. Be your own teacher. Pick up a paragraph from a newspaper, from magazine, or any English book of your interest and read. Read, read, and read. Inculcate the habit of reading. Fix a place in your house for reading, maybe just 30 minutes, right? To start with, but be regular. These things should be in your routine. Don't think that one day you'll listen or you'll speak and then you'll grasp the language. No, this has to be regular. There should be no distractions while reading, no mobile phone, no sound of television, nothing. You should be sitting in a lonely place in your house and be totally focused. Whatever word you are learning, try to use those words in the statement. If you don't know the meaning, go to online dictionary, know the meaning, know the pronunciation, and use that in your sentence. And then last but not the least, it is your writing part. Now you have given yourself ample exposure to active listening, to speaking, to reading. Now comes to draw inferences. You never change your life until you step out of your comfort zone. So change begins at the end of your comfort zone. Many of us, we are not good writers, we are not authors that you'll pen down beautifully, but you should learn to paraphrase, you should learn to draw inferences what you have read, right? You should try to either write a blog, you should either try to write a diary, at least something written part should be there so that you become friendly with the language to put the correct word in the sentence. You need to give wings to your imagination, challenge yourself, right? Believe me, if you'll do this, you'll feel more confident, right? The importance of sequencing your thoughts. Sequencing of thoughts means when you're writing, you are sequencing your thoughts. This brings cohesiveness and coherence in your writing, right? Now, one very important thing is that patience, persistence, and perseveration make an unbeatable combination for success. You should have the trait of all these three things to acquire some skill. Be patient, be tolerant, don't give up, right? Be positive. And when you'll move with these four basic learning techniques, that is listening, speaking, reading, writing, if you move in the same pattern, I assure you of having good communication skills. The only thing is, don't give up. Trust yourself. Now, along with being positive, you also need to be persistent, dedicated, most of all, committed, right? And obviously, I'm there to help you out. My online training has the added benefit of studying at your own pace when and where it suits you. So I hope you might have liked my video. And if you have liked, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel. I've been observing the stats of my channel. Many of you are seeing my channel, but you have not subscribed. So please subscribe my channel and put it in the comment box if you want me to make videos of some topic of your choice. I'll be happy to make more videos for you all. Thank you so much.